Guns Akimbo is an action movie starring Daniel Radcliffe and was written and directed by Jason Lee Howden, who is in fact an adult. I checked. In this story, Radcliffe plays an internet troll named Miles. One day he stumbles upon an organization called Schism that live streams real-life battle royales on the internet. Being an online troll, he starts to mess with them, so the baddies get mad and force him to join their game of death by bolting guns to his hands. I really like the premise of this film. It's simple and weird, like the movie Crank. But unlike Crank, which was really fun by the way, this movie is exhausting. To start, the cinematography of this movie is terrible, which makes it super annoying to watch. It's almost like it was made by the bad guys from this movie. It has absolutely no focus. The editing, for example, is insane. During the action scenes, there's a cut every few seconds. Also, the movie uses these 360-degree rotation shots, which can look really cool and enhance your film if you use it right. Here's one of the best examples of a rotating shot from the movie Black Panther. It's nice and slow, and the shot tells a story about the status of the character in frame. In Guns Akimbo, this shot is used multiple times, even during the action scenes, which is really nauseating. It's an attempt at doing something stylish without understanding how to use it, which is the perfect metaphor for the entire film, because it's not just the way it looks that's awful. The dialogue is just the worst. Radcliffe and Weaving are both good actors, but every single character in this movie says the dumbest shit. I love Samara Weaving. She's terrific, and frankly, she's way too good for this film. Her character Nyx was extremely one-note. All she did was look cool, shoot guns, and blurt out really dumb one-liners. The story is predictable as hell. Every major plot reveal is telegraphed from a mile away, so as a viewer, you're always 2 steps ahead of the movie. It also doesn't do a very good job of explaining the logic of this universe. You gotta set up some rules, otherwise the movie feels disjointed. A good example is something like John Wick. The rules of the movie are clearly set in the beginning, so you never feel cheated while you're watching it. This movie though is almost an insult. I get that the premise is bananas and it's supposed to be wacky, but some things you just can't get away with. And it's not just that, there are a lot of small little writing mistakes, like a character acting surprised about something they obviously already knew about. With movies like this, I'm always willing to suspend my disbelief, but in this case, you might want to abandon it completely. What I'm saying is, don't watch this movie sober. In fact, it's even in the tagline. I was thinking about this cartoon called Axe Cop. Every episode is thought up by a 5-year-old kid, so it's a little weird and funny because it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. This movie feels kinda like that, but instead of a 5-year-old, it feels like it's from the mind of a 14-year-old who just drank a case of beer. I am a big fan of B-movie schlock, but this is definitely not that. I do like some smaller moments in the movie, like Miles trying to do normal things with these guns attached to his hands. It really is a shame because the premise is a fun concept, but sometimes you expect something to be awesome and you just end up disappointed. So yeah, Guns Akimbo gets 2 out of 6. You see how annoying this is? Now imagine it on a big screen and like 8 times in a row and tell me you... Okay, stop. Stop.